building may not look like much, but behind these doors, something extraordinary happens.
We're here at our local Greenwich Foodbank to bring you something we like to call Undercover Britain.
Yes, the story we're about to bring you is truly inspiring, but most importantly, unreported.
So let's go inside and see exactly what we're talking about.
A food bank is a place that provides emergency food supplies for local people in crisis.
Today we'll meet Alan Robinson and his team of volunteers who have set up and run the Greenwich Foodbank.
They provide an essential service to 3 boroughs of South East London. In total, they run 9 food banks throughout the Thamesmead, Bexley Heath and Greenwich areas.
We're here to find out exactly what happens and how it helps the community. So let's begin this incredible story by speaking to the CEO of this heartwarming organisation.
Okay, so Alan, as we said, it was you and your wife that decided to set up the Greenwich Food Bank. Can you just explain why you chose this project?
A few years ago, I was involved in running money management courses, helping people to understand how to manage their money, make it go further and all that sort of thing. But it opened my eyes up to the fact that there are people around us who were really short of money, really going without things that we would normally expect to be our entitlement. And at that time I retired, and my wife had already been involved for years in social activities, and we decided we wanted to do something together. She did some research and we came up with the food bank, we discovered the food bank, and it went on from there.
Such a brilliant project. Now I can see loads and loads of people milling around behind us here. So I take it they're your volunteers?
Yeah.
So where did you find them? How hard do they work?
Right. The food bank in Greenwich is really an expression of social care from the churches of Greenwich. We've clubbed together with a large number of churches in Greenwich, and most of these people have come out, volunteers out of those churches. We've used the church network to actually advertise our needs, and people have responded, and they're here today helping us.
Bex, I don't know about you, but Alan, can you show us around? You're the main man. Will you give us the guided tour of such a fantastic place?
Yes, we'll do.
Amazing, thank you. The actual sorting office for all the food that you can see was leased to the food bank by Greenwich Council in exchange for a very minimal rent.
The council helped by replacing the old carpet with a hard-wearing floor and upgrading the plumbing for the volunteers.
Now the food itself is donated by members of the public, who then take it to one of the collection points across the 3 boroughs.
Now these collection points vary from churches to local community colleges, even to supermarkets.
For example, Tesco's and Asda both back the food bank by having pop-up collection points scattered throughout the borough.
Over the past 5 months, Alan and his team have collected over 9,000 kilos of donated food. So Bex, I've got the box.
And I've got the list and I've got the trolley.
Let's see if we've got what it takes to be food bankers.
Now, it's important to note that the Greenwich Food Bank doesn't have any say on who is actually entitled to the food. They leave that entirely to the professionals and works on a referral basis.
Now, unfortunately, you can't just turn up and collect food, as there just isn't enough of it to go around.
It works on a food voucher system that gets distributed to the suitable clients, who then bring their voucher to the centre to redeem it.
What the food bank does do is provide a specially trained team leader, who, although can't solve a long-term issue, can make sure that clients are in touch with the correct people to help them.
So here we have it, our first ever box, fully packed and ready to go.
What do you mean? Bex, this needs to be checked and verified by an independent adjudicator.
What?
We need to go and find Brenda. What's she like?
Who's Brenda?
So, this is Brenda. Brenda, will you check our box and let us know how good we did?
I certainly will. So you've got cereal, you've got some beans, you've got tomatoes, some nice noodles, some pasta sauce, tea and coffee, milk. You've even got a really nice touch and some butter-kissed popcorn. I think you've done really, really well, guys.
So, Brenda, have we got what it takes to be food bank volunteers?
You certainly have. You can come and join us anytime. Make up.
Yes! Put it there, Brenda. Put it there, Bex.
Yeah!
Go team!
For the food bank to function efficiently, it has to rely heavily on donations from outside sources.
Now, we're talking huge commercial organisations or even your friendly neighbour next door.
So am I correct in thinking that you've just recently received funding from the Big Lottery Fund?
Yeah, that's right. If you look behind us, there's loads of racking and shelving, coloured blue and orange. Everything that you can see in blue and orange has been provided through the lottery funding we recently had.
So it's really helped you.
Oh, without a doubt. We needed, we couldn't afford to buy this building, but somebody's given it to us, Greenwich Council. We couldn't afford to put the shelving in it to set it all up, but the lottery fund has made that possible. So those two things together has really established this work.
So it goes to show, if you're a single person trying to make a difference or you work as part of a government scheme, every single penny and every single person truly helps.
We really hope you've got a better understanding of what a food bank is and why it's so important within your local community. Why don't you see if you can spare a couple of hours a week to become one of Britain's unsung heroes?
Come on, let's go, because I'm a really good box packer.
I don't think you're that good.
I was better than you, Bex.